We're drowning our sorrows as an owner-operator in the trucking industry here in 2024. Breakfast for dinner, you can't go wrong. Got some thick cut Jimmy Dean bacon, do some sausage, a couple eggs, probably some toast. Always got to cook a little bit more than what I think I'll eat. I got to pay the tax man, aka the pit bull. Fuck. Dropped a piece of bacon on the truck. Probably covered in dirt and grease. Ask me if I care. Y'all see that? It'll taste the same. Drove like 500 miles today, empty. As you can see, oh, fuck me running. We're not hauling cheap freight. Seen a few other trucks doing the same thing. I complimented them. Seen a few other trucks loaded to the gills. And you already know. Working for free at that point. I'm not going to be a part of the problem. But also, I'm not going to line a broker's pockets with thousands of dollars for me to make the same amount of money as I would if I drove here with nothing. And you say, well, how is that? Simple. Let me just turn this down so I don't burn nothing. Tried to grab a flashlight. If you guys seen what I burned for fuel for running 500 miles, it's a joke. I was probably getting 11 or 12 miles at a gallon, empty. If I was loaded, you're getting 5 to 7, depending on the terrain and the wind. So it really didn't cost much to get out here. And the goal is to load up with something that has a respectable dollar amount on it tomorrow. And yeah, when the numbers break down, if I would have loaded up in Cheyenne, Wyoming and ran, let's say I was going out to Pennsylvania, or better yet, there was they had something going in North Carolina, literally paying like $2,100 for it's like 1,500 miles. But I could deadhead 700 or 800 miles pick up something that's only going less than 1,000 miles for more than that, more than $2,100. So like, why would I take a full truckload from Wyoming to North Carolina when I could load up here, get the same amount of money, but now I ran empty the whole time, got great fuel mileage, and you're getting the right rate per mile once you're loaded. Then it doesn't matter what kind of fuel mileage you get. People need to understand that. Whether it's new people or, I mean, right now, I ain't rich. I don't have money falling out of my tail like I could just burn it, but I know what I got to do to stay profitable, and that is not running cheap freight like that. I've tried it, it doesn't work. You think, oh, well, it's getting me over there, at least it's something to pay for diesel. But now you're, like I said, you're down to getting 5-6 miles a gallon, you're getting half the fuel mileage. It's like, it's literally a couple $100 difference if you loaded it or you didn't load it. And then you're taking on the liability of that freight with that distance. No, I got a lot of money invested in my equipment. Insurance is not the cheapest. I mean, we finally got a huge break with being 5 years of business, which was a big relief. Up until a couple weeks ago, I was paying a lot of money for insurance. But my liability literally dropped in half once I hit that 5-year mark. So if there's anybody new that's out there watching, there is things to look forward to. I remember when I first started, my liability was over $20,000. Now it's 10 grand. And of course I have collision and everything on the truck, that's more money, but it was funny. This guy right here driving for TMC Logistics. I gotta compliment them. They always have some of the cleanest trucks out on the road. Guy hopped out. He was on the phone. He was all smiling. As soon as I got the phone, I said, "Hey man, you ain't been driving long, have you?" He laughed. He's like, "Nah, it's my first day." I said, "I remember smiling too." He's like, "Oh man, don't crush my dreams." I said, "I'm not gonna crush your dreams, but I'll give you some advice." Say he's got no bills at home. He's gonna do this for a little while. I said, "God bless you. Stack your money, don't buy shit." But we're all guilty of it. You make a little bit of money, you're like, "Oh, I can buy that. I can buy that." And then it all comes crumbling down. You're like, "Uh-oh." But is it better to be an owner-operator right now than a company driver? I would still say yes, because if you're paying for a truck, you're paying for a trailer, one day you'll own your stuff. So you have to figure that is, that's part of your pay, essentially. And then whatever other bills you're covering. So yeah, I might not see like a high dollar amount month to month, like, you know, cash deposit saying it's mine. But I'm paying for a Peterbilt. I'm paying for the new motor. I'm paying for the new trailer. Got a car in my garage, truck in my driveway, my wife's car. It's a lot, but if you want nice things, you gotta pay for it. I mean, sure, it'd be great to have zero bills doing this, but then you're giving it all to the IRS or whatever. I'd rather be broke and have cool shit than give it to the damn government. Let's see here. Absolutely right. That's exactly right. At least it's a nice day out. We got lucky too. There was a nice old tailwind coming out of Wyoming and Nebraska. Wind was probably blowing 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, but to our backside, so that's why we got such great fuel mileage also. But I made that mistake. I picked up cheap freight out of Rapid City, South Dakota. I'm thinking, well, it's getting me to Des Moines, Iowa. It's something. I still remember it was a load of plywood. It went 390 miles. It paid $1,000 or paid $900, I think. I'm like, well, it's something. Well, that freak day, the wind was blowing to the west. My truck wouldn't go over 55 miles an hour. I stopped about halfway through the trip to check my fuel, and I was empty. I'm like, oh my God. So when I figured out the fuel miles, when I got there, I was getting anywhere from 2.5 to like 3.5 miles per gallon. And at the time, the fuel out that way was $5.50 a gallon or so. That was 2021 or beginning of 22, somewhere around there. So literally all the money that Ron was paying, I spent that in diesel fuel, and probably more. But if I was empty, it wouldn't have been as bad. Sure, it would have cost me some money, yes. But I moved that load of plywood for $0 at the end of the day. I'm sorry, I can move my truck for nothing all day long. Why am I going to move your freight for nothing? But if we got the right money, I should say the right money, if we got these brokers that originally get the loads, they're taking 40 to 50% of the rate off the top. I don't care where it's located at. You can't say, well, it's because of the area or the shipper's cheap. That's all lies. This freight, even flatbed, it's $4, $5, $6 a mile easy. I don't care where it's sitting at, but they capitalize on where it is and think somebody will take it because they have nothing else to choose from. Not us. I'll go to fuck home. And yeah, you can say, well, that's stupid. At least make something. I'm telling you right now, you'll run your equipment into the ground. You'll still be broke. You'll have this big pile of maintenance, and you won't be able to afford to fix it. You get pulled over by DOT, and you get railroaded tickets, or a couple big breakdowns. That's all it takes to put you out of the game. I still try to look at the positive. You know what the positive side is? I made a bad purchase on a truck. Most of the things that could go wrong have went wrong. The biggest thing being the engine. Now I got the nationwide Caterpillar warranty. That's a huge relief off my shoulders. If I have a problem, they even pay for the towing. And some people out there, oh, I like cat, but they're too expensive. Yeah? I got news for you. My first truck, that 92 Peterbilt 3406B model, never left me stranded. I didn't know shit about trucks when I bought it. I went straight over the road with that thing. It had millions of miles on it. It never let me down, ever. The reason why I took off the road, the truck itself was wore out. The frame, it was a northern truck. It had some cracks in the frame. It was just, you know, it was the cabin sleeper on them didn't have a whole lot of room. I'm 6 foot, almost 4. you know, 260 pounds, and it was tight. I mean, I ran a truck. I mean, no air conditioning. I put in my work with that roughing it. Butter. Pan's full of grease. What the hell you eat butter for? But even like the kid that just pulled in next to me all smiles, I had to ask him about, I told him, I said, you know, come election time, I said, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit how you feel. Vote with your wallet. That's all I gotta say. Vote with your wallet. And he agreed. And from the sounds of it, sounds like he was on the other side of the fence with things. And the last couple of years, I guess, put a beating on him like it did everybody else. Should have bought 2 6-packs. The last one. This little Ozark Trail single burner grill from Walmart. If you're ever camping, I recommend it. No, I'm not getting paid to say that or anything, but it's the best $20 I ever spent. You can tell the wife has me trained. Having a man still put on the bread tie away from home. patiently waiting. Protect your dirty equipment. Right. Yeah, right. Motherfucker's always sleeping. Waiting for his next meal. No, he would get busy if someone tried coming in the truck. I've seen it. There's a couple people out there that had a rough day because of him. But hey, they were doing something they weren't supposed to. Still waiting on that toast to get finished. Oh, climb up here. It's life. It ain't for everybody. Let's see. Where are you home tonight? Oh, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. The Peterbilt's home. Same energy with situation. Yeah, no, they'll need it. Uh, where were you? Oh, we took a load from Pennsylvania out to Wyoming. We just drove empty all the way to Omaha, 500 something miles, with that sailboat fuel. Step deck. Now, like I said earlier, I may put the bread ties on. The wife's got me trained, but I still clean the dishes like a man. Get that pan hot as shit and pour cold water on it. Oh, that light can't see it, but that shit's clean. What's going on, Snowman? Just living the misery of an owner-operator. But we ain't hauling no cheap freight. That's all that matters. Not going to be a part of the problem. Not too bad for cooking on the back of the Pete. Got some whack-ass pilot in Omaha. Hello, Roscoe. Oh, get back here. Need to get some better camera situations. That ain't gonna work. Fuck. Whatever. You want a sausage? Snowman, how's your 359 coming along? Yeah, we finally got it set up with TV. It only took us a couple years to figure out you need creature comforts. Is it just you? All the big sailboats. There's a couple trucks running empty. I said to someone earlier, I mean, I'll hold sailboat fuel. They're like, what the hell is that? I'm like, wind, nothing.
For your hospitality, eh? You planning on following that stage?
You can't go wrong with a Western.
Souls on it. See, so it is. Forgot all about that. I'll bet you did. Well, it doesn't seem important anymore. What am I
Beans
seeing?
we just came from there. It's pretty cool.
Today it does. Hey,
Oh, Laramie, Wyoming.
today it does. Adios, amigos. Hasta la vista. Adios.
Those had to be the days, man. You ride horses and shoot shoot guns. You didn't like someone, you just shot them. Didn't matter.
I know what you mean. And so a man can hardly live.
doing down there? Come back. Come on. Come here. Come on. Hello. You want sausage or bacon? Huh? You didn't have any bacon yet. There you go. You didn't eat all your food. What's up with that? I mean, you did pretty good. Like mama bird. Fair. Finish your food. He always saves a little bit of food, so I add something to it. I guess they want to spoil his appetite. Finish that food. Finish food. You better eat.
We were on our way to an appointment, and I noticed we had a flat tire. I had waited to fix.
You better eat.
So I said, let's
Finish
go
that food.
Chick-fil-A. It was a pretty long walk, and it was very cold outside. And then the girls came in. They took the room chilly. I was not going to let them walk back.
All right.
Back to the tire.
Let y'all know what happens tomorrow.